Welcome to the lesson. In today's class, we will discuss the subtopic communicating in virtual groups. Communicating in virtual groups and team groups. And under this lesson, we are going to consider three groups. That is the group's email, number one. Number two, the WhatsApp groups and social media. Three things: group emails, WhatsApp groups, and social media. But first of all, let us define virtual communication. What is virtual communication? Virtual communication. Now, virtual communication, candidates, is defined as a mode of communication that includes the use of technology like video or audio to communicate with people who are not physically present. Now, when you communicate with someone through the use of technology someone who is not with you, then we say that is virtual communication. Like what I'm doing today. I'm talking to you, you are not in this room, yet you can hear me. I can talk to you. You can hear what I'm saying, you can understand what I'm saying, you can write what I'm writing, you can do the assignments I'm giving. That is virtual communication. It's a mode of communication that includes the use of technology. So when you talk of virtual communication, there has to be an element of technology, either audio or video, to communicate with people who are not physically present. You can communicate to a person virtually in the next room, or it could be the next floor, it could be in the neighborhood, or you can communicate with someone virtually miles away. And candidates, today, virtual communication has been very common in almost every area of work. People communicate virtually within the family, between friends. We also have people communicating in the office, virtually, just to name a few areas. And those of you who witnessed the outbreak of the coronavirus or corona pandemic, you must have realized that during the pandemic, face-to-face business was reduced, and people opted for virtual communication tools. Students studied from home. Businesses were run from homes. People bought goods and services online because of the pandemic, coronavirus pandemic, virtual communication. Now, the syllabus allows us to study three areas under virtual communication. One is group emails. Group emails. Now group emails is a collection of email accounts to which you can send emails. And when a group owner sends an email to an email group, then all the email contacts in that group label will receive the same email. I can decide to form an email, a group email, so that I have contacts within that group. Could say, let me say, an accounts department. The head of the accounts department can have a contact of all the members within that department. Could be 50 or 100. So that when these a finance director sends the email to the group, then all the members in the group of the accounting department will receive the same email instantly. That's what we refer to as group email. So creating groups in email, for example, in Gmail, is one of the quickest ways to send multiple mails. Instead of sending an email to each person at a time, you can create a contact group, then you send emails to the group. Instead of manually adding multiple recipients, using group emails becomes easier to send mails. Group email. So what are the advantages? What are the advantages of having a group email? What are the advantages? Let me put down the advantages. Advantages of group emails. Advantages of group emails. Advantage number one is that one of tracking capabilities. Because candidates, a group email list service can help out with the deliverability of messages. And it's possible to track what's being delivered and what is not being delivered. So that if there is any things that are not being delivered, the group administrators can be informed. All right? Tracking capabilities. Group emails are what we call tracking capabilities. This is one. Then two, single point of contact. Single point of contact. Now, for everyone outside a company or a group, it might be tricky to find the best angle to contact such a person. But driving emails towards a group inbox can make it easier to stay on top of things, and also for people trying to reach out could be easier or more effective, and it makes it possible to ensure conversations are always directed towards the best possible person inside of the company. So that's an advantage, single point of contact. Then there is also the advantage of transparency. Transparency of, or transparency among the group. Group emails promote transparency among the group. Group emails promote transparency among the group. How does that happen? Candidates, group email promotes transparency. These are a great benefit of group email. It promotes transparency. Because if you are sending emails or sharing emails, then all the information that you have will be available to anyone on the list, and thereby avoiding the frustration that can come from lack of visibility. Because when you send one email, the email hits all the members on the group list. So there is transparency, so that again no one says that I received a different email, I received a wrong email, the information was not the same. There is always transparency because all members receive the same message at the same time. And transparency is also enhanced, especially when there is a new member who is introduced to the group. And maybe the new member needs to get up to speed with what has been happening. Becomes easier if such a member is enlisted or included in the list of members in the group. Transparency among the group members is enhanced or promoted. Another advantage is that of management, easy to manage. It is easy to manage group emails. Now, a good group email provider, a good one, a good email list, for example, will also allow members to sign up directly to the list via the website. And a dedicated link can then be distributed to a wide group of people who can decide to join the group or not. And that becomes very easy to manage the group. So these are some of the advantages of group emails. Let's now have a look at the limitations. What are the limitations of group emails? The first obvious limitation is viruses. Viruses. Virus. Viruses. 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 Now, candidates' email is one of the commonest ways for viruses to travel and infect devices. Why? Because the email might come with a virus, or the virus might be in an attached document. And infection normally occurs when the recipient clicks a link or opens the infected attachment. And candidates' infected emails may come from an anonymous source or appear to come from a trusted friend or a contact. So that's one of the limitations of group emails, viruses. Time consuming. The second limitation, time consuming. Why? Now, reading, writing, responding to emails can take up a vast amount of time as well as energy. And many modern workers spend most, if not all their days, just dealing with emails. If you have a large amount of emails to respond to, you find that you may spend a lot of time reading emails, understanding the emails, responding to emails, and so on. And that work can be dull, and sometimes it feels like there is a few tangible benefits. It can be boring to just spend the whole time responding to emails. It's time consuming, can be tedious, and so on. The third limitation, group emails are insecure. Insecure. Now, emails are a common target for hackers who may seek sensitive information, such as the financial information, personal messages, and confidential documents. And there have been many high-profile cases that show how vulnerable emails are, okay, to data theft. So it's also the case that so many emails could fly around a lot in large organizations that it can be difficult to know who has what information and so on. So there is that risk of insecurity. Malicious use. Malicious use is another limitation. Malicious use, from the word malice. emails, candidates can be sent anonymously, which means that they are sometimes used maliciously, either to bully or to upset people. Likewise, they can be used to spread gossip or even false information in a business. 5, misunderstanding. That's another limitation of group emails, misunderstandings. It is easy, candidates, for misunderstanding to occur with email. Why? Because there could be only text and no tone of voice or even body language to provide the context. And that's why sometimes when using emails, jokes can be taken seriously. And a well-meaning but quickly typed email can come across as rude or even aggressive. So the email, due to the shortcoming of the fact that emails, you cannot hear the tone of the one communicating, you cannot read the body language. Short descriptions and abbreviations also can easily be misinterpreted. So that is, there are high chances that emails can be misunderstood because of the fact that you don't see the one communicating, you don't hear the voice, it's just text. And sometimes text can cause misunderstandings. Then lastly, another disadvantage of emails is information overload. Information overload. Now, candidates, in part, because emails are so easy to send to multiple people, especially in group emails, they can create information overload. And that is a huge problem in modern workplaces, where there is a lot of information moving around. And it's impossible to tell if an email is important or relevant or not. Emails require constant organization and upkeep. But in the modern workplace, that may not be the case. So there may be information overload because of the fact that an email can easily be sent. Then you may have very many emails, information that is not organized, and information that is not updated, and so on. So these are some of the limitations of group emails, 6 of them. So candidates, we have discussed group emails. Remember, I told you that under virtual communication, we are discussing group emails. We also discuss WhatsApp groups, number 2. WhatsApp groups. Now, WhatsApp groups, candidates, WhatsApp is a free messaging application that uses the internet to send messages, images, audios, and videos. When I say free, I mean you don't have to buy the application. You can download it freely. As long as you have internet, you can download it freely. As long as you have internet, you can send messages. As long as you have internet, you can send images, you can send videos, you can send audios, and so on. That service, the WhatsApp service, is similar to the text messaging services. Text messaging, the one we text on the phone, text messaging. However, because WhatsApp uses the internet to send messages, and the cost of using WhatsApp is significantly less compared to sending messages, compared to texting. should be noted that you can also use WhatsApp on a desktop. You can use it on mobile phones and so on. And WhatsApp has become a popular mobile messaging application which dominates today's mobile communication. And that's why it has found its way in your syllabus. You see, we are discussing WhatsApp in your syllabus. Why? Because it has become a popular mobile messaging application which has dominated today's mobile communication. Almost everyone is on WhatsApp. As long as you have a phone, you are likely to install the application for communication. Especially we have the feature of group chats, because we are discussing groups, virtual groups. There is that feature on group chats. You can form a group, can come together as a group, and you chat as a group on WhatsApp. The feature of group chats contributes to its success, and it has changed the way people communicate. WhatsApp is very simple to start because, number one, I said it's just free. You download it. It's not complex. No complex registration is required. And the application automatically identifies users by their phone numbers. And those contacts saved on the smartphone that are also users on WhatsApp will automatically be added to the application's contact list. It combines one-to-one, one-to-many, and group communication. That means I can communicate with you one-on-one. I can communicate in a group. All right? So those are some of the features. You can have group communication by offering private chats, broadcasts, group chats, and so on. And candidate, to start a new group, one has just to open the menu on WhatsApp and choose new group. Then the subject of the group, which is just a free text, can be used to define the group and even the group icon. You can upload an icon for the group. Then afterwards, you can add contacts to the group. You can invite people, send people a link to join the group. And the one who creates the group, the creator of the group, has administrative privileges on WhatsApp. You can add members in the group, you can remove members from the group at any time, and also can promote other group members to become administrators. So candidates, we are talking about sharing on WhatsApp. And when you share or when you send a post, where each post of a member of the group is represented, can be represented by a speech bubble. Okay, bubble, speech bubble. And apart from the exchange of text messages, WhatsApp allows the members to send photos, to send videos, to send audio files, to send contact data, as well as even the current location of the user. It's possible to know the current location of the user. So what I've been describing, candidates, it's not something that's not new to you if you have a smartphone and you are on WhatsApp. Those are some of the features that we find on WhatsApp. WhatsApp application. WhatsApp. Are you on WhatsApp? Most likely, most likely, most likely. All right? WhatsApp is very common, very popular way of communicating informally. Businesses have also embraced WhatsApp, especially when it comes to forming of groups. We have, if it's a department, you may have all the department members forming a group so that they can share information. They can share videos, they can share audios for the work. And in WhatsApp candidates, in a conversation, every type of message is seamlessly integrated into a single view, such that every user of WhatsApp will be notified as soon as a new post arrives, whether it is in a group or in a private chat. And the notification can be a sound, it can be an icon, or even a pop-up window. And it's important to note that WhatsApp group has a limit. If you are forming a group, WhatsApp may have a limit number of people whom you can add to the group. The common WhatsApp group you add at most 250 people in a single group or chat. So one can create a WhatsApp group for clients. You can create another WhatsApp group for the department. You can create a WhatsApp group for a committee. A WhatsApp group can be created for employees in different departments, and so on. You can have WhatsApp group for the marketing campaign team. If there is a campaign team going out, you can have a WhatsApp group such that the members can post messages, they can post clips, photos, audios on the group's wall for other group members to see or to view. And that can be done anytime. People can view it anytime. People can send information on the WhatsApp wall anytime. And the admin of the group, the administrator of the group, is the one who is responsible for controlling the chatting in the group. So that is the second virtual group. The first virtual group we discussed is the Gmail. The second one is WhatsApp group. Then we can, in closing, talk about the social media. There are groups that can also formed on social media. Now, candidly, social media is a computer-based technology that facilitates the sharing of ideas, thoughts, and information through the building of virtual networks and communities. All right? And the largest social media networks today, as I'm speaking, include the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and many others. All right? So social media typically features user-generated content and personalized profiles. And candidate social media is any digital tool that allows users to quickly create and share content with the public. That's social media. It does what? Social media is a digital tool that does what? That allows users to do what? To quickly create and share content with the public. And social media encompasses a wide range of websites, a wide range of applications, some like Twitter, specializing in sharing links and short written messages, others like Instagram and TikTok, which are built to optimize the sharing of photos and videos. You may have a TikTok and so on. You have LinkedIn and so on. So anyone with internet access can sign up on a social media account. They can use that account to share whatever in the content they choose to, and the content they share reaches anyone who visits their page or profile or their group. Social media is a digital tool. Is a digital tool that allows what? Allows the users to create content and share it to the public. Social media. All right? Social media. All right? So I've mentioned the social media accounts, the Facebook, we have even blogs. Blogs is also another platform. It's a platform for, blogs is just a platform for casual dialogue and discussions on special topics or opinions. Facebook, today as I'm speaking, is the largest social media network with billions of active users. The users create personal profile on Facebook. They add other users as friends. They exchange messages on Facebook, including status updates. We've seen also brands creating pages, and Facebook users can like brands' pages and so on. On Facebook, again, you can have a Facebook group, which may more or less work just like a WhatsApp group, where members can of the group have certain privileges, and the group is controlled and managed by an administrator. Okay? We've had other platforms like LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a place where groups of professionals with similar areas of interest can share information and participate in conversations. So all these are media platforms that companies can use. They have certain features that may be of help to a company, especially when it comes to communicating in virtual groups. Do you understand? Yes, you do. Are you on Facebook? You may not be on Facebook, or you are on Facebook. So I advise you, if you are not in some of these social media platforms, make an effort of at least visiting the social media platforms and see how they operate, so that you can also be in a position to verify what I'm telling you right now. All right? Just for the sake of knowledge, it's important for you to make an effort and see what are the features of some of these social media platforms. Like we have YouTube, we have Vimeo, there is Flickr, and so on. Platforms, candidates like YouTube, they do what we call video hosting. It's a video hosting and watching website. All right, we have platforms like Instagram. We have free and video sharing. It's a free and video sharing app that allows users to apply digital filters, frames, and other special effects to their photos. And then they can share them to a variety of social networking sites. Now, as we close, let us take some time and discuss the benefits of virtual communication. Benefits of virtual communication. I said as we began that virtual communication is us communicating to people who are not present with you physically. When you communicate with someone who is not with you physically using technology, then that is virtual communication. The first benefit of virtual communication is that one of convenience. Convenience. People or employees can interact with each other from wherever they are, virtually. They do not have to meet in person. And that reduces frustration, reduces, especially when people are busy or are caught up in traffic or they are busy elsewhere. You can communicate without necessarily traveling to meet. Convenience. Time saving. Time what? Saving. There is no need for a physical meeting to communicate. When you are communicating virtually, there is no need to do what? To have a physical meeting, and that saves time. You can use different virtual communication software which can allow you to pass across whatever information that you may have from wherever you are, and that eventually saves time. Benefit number 3, saves money. Saves money. That's another common advantage of virtual communication. Is an advantage, saving money, cutting costs. Why? Because you are able to reduce transport expenses, and companies cut on operational costs of employees, thereby saving money to be used on other functions. I know companies that allowed employees to work from home, and that you cut costs because you don't need to have a lot of space in the office, because employees can work from their they can work from their homes. So you cut costs in terms of the traveling expenses and even the rent and so on. 4, speed. Speed, or you can say it's fast. Speed. Virtual communication takes no time to connect with the other person. It's just a click away, and you get to convey what you want to communicate. A click. For example, if you are writing a message on WhatsApp, just drop the message, then you click it. The message is sent and received instantly. It's fast. Speed. Fast. Virtual communication is fast. Then we can say it also enables organization to harness talent. To harness talent. Enables organizations to harness talent from anywhere. If people do not have to meet physically, then it means they can work from homes remotely in any continent. And that way, organizations are able to amass the best people for the job, thereby increasing productivity. If you are in Kenya, then you don't need to apply to give work to the people only in Kenya. You can get access to labor globally. You can go online and maybe make an advert, seek for employees online. You can tap talent from anywhere in the world, because people will work from wherever they are. They don't need to travel to Kenya. No. So virtual communication allows organizations to harness talent from anywhere. 6, promotes flexibility. Promotes flexibility. And candidates, this is essential for busy people who are struggling with work and life balance. Work and life balance. For example, mothers who are working, So balancing work and family can be tricky. That is where virtual communication helps them work from wherever they are, because they can communicate very fast, they can work very fast and submit their work virtually. So these are 6 benefits. There are many benefits, candidates. There are many benefits of virtual communication. But with benefits, there are also limitations. So we can not just discuss benefits and fail to discuss the limitations. Limitations of virtual communication. What are the disadvantages? The first obvious one is technical problems. Technical problems. Virtual communication relies on software. It relies on machines, relies on internet technology, which can malfunction at any time. And that may affect ongoing and scheduled virtual communication. It's prone to technical problems. Difficult to organize. Limitation number 2, difficult to do what? To organize. Now, for facilitators, candidates, virtual meetings can prove difficult to manage, as you can't rely on everyone having access to the same meeting, okay, as compared to having a physical meeting. When you are facilitating a meeting virtually, it's not easy to organize people who are not physically present. All right? Difficult to organize. The third limitation, interactions between participants is difficult. The interactions between participants, the participants in a virtual meeting, is not easy. It's more challenging for all attendees to take an active role when the meeting is virtual, particularly when groups are large. But we know in person, it's possible to talk over each other to some extent, creating a back and forth conversation if it's physical. But in virtual meetings, it's difficult to hear if more than one person is speaking, and that can lead to difficulties in communication. The fourth limitation of virtual meetings is that one of difference in time difference among the participants. Time difference among the participants. Time difference among the participants. Candidates, virtual meetings are scheduled at a specific time, and not all members can be free at that particular time. That's a challenge. So these are 4 challenges or limitations of virtual meetings or virtual communication. We've completed or come to the end of today's lesson, where we sought to study communicating in virtual groups. We defined virtual communication. We defined group emails and how they are formed. We've discussed the advantages and disadvantages of group emails. You went further to discuss the second type of virtual group, which is WhatsApp groups. We explained how they are formed. We've gone further to discuss social media. We've outlined the various social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and so on. Then we've discussed the advantages and disadvantages of virtual communication. Disadvantages of virtual communication. As it is our custom, you will take home this assignment. Your assignment number 1, define virtual communication. Number 2, highlight 4 benefits and 4 limitations of group emails. Number 3, outline the benefits and the limitations of virtual communication. That is your today's assignment. Thank you for attending the lesson. God bless you. Bye-bye.